This week we're going to be talking about Commands and Colors Ancients, expansion number 1, Greece and the Eastern Kingdoms. Expansion number 1 of, I believe, 6, and 2 and 3 are together. Then there's 4. 5 is that epic thing, which isn't really an expansion. Yeah. And it's an expansion, but it's not like new blocks and stuff.
Yeah.
It just makes it, I don't know.
Bigger scale.
But, and then there's number 6. So, this is expansion number 1, Greece and the Eastern Kingdoms. It's published by GMT Games and designed by Richard Borg. Here, I'll tell you a little bit about it. So, the Greece and Eastern Kingdoms is the first expansion to Commands and Colors. The armies of Philip, Alexander, and the successors meet the hosts of Persians, Scythians, and Indians to the east. In this expansion, you're going to find historical scenarios that focus on the hoplites of classical Greece fighting off the invading Persian army at Marathon and Plataea. So, epic battles from the Peloponnesian War and the rise of Macedon and Alexander's battles of Gaugamela. Issues and Granicus against the Persians and battling involving Alexander's successors. With your Greeks, you'll be able to turn west and battle the Carthaginians in Sicily, or as King Pyrrhus at Heraclea and Asculum, battle the Romans. The first expansion showcases over 20 scenarios, which I believe we played about 5. Mm-hmm. I think we played at least
5 or 6.
About 5 or 6 scenarios out of this. It includes 300 new unit blocks and stickers that are a pain to put on. And fight some battles,
your auto sticker, man.
Yeah, that would be nice to have.
It's called the wife.
She did help me. She did help me.
Just kidding.
So,
just kidding, wife.
Yeah, she might be listening.
Mine maybe too. She should be in town.
Oh, cool. So, Larrett, let's talk about this. I know we played the first thing, which I believe is the Merit Battle of Marathon.
Yeah, I think so.
And then we played different ones with different rules. One of the things that this added that I kind of liked were the special units. Mm-hmm. So in the special units, so the way Commands and Colors Ancients works and all the Commands and Colors games we played is it'll give you a scenario and it'll give you historical background. Mm-hmm. Then it'll tell you how many cards each side gets, mm-hmm. who moves first, how many victory banners it takes to win. Mm-hmm. And then if there's any special rules, it'll have that too. So in this, there's special units. So your victory banners are usually these little blocks that you get when you take out an entire unit of the other side. But the special units are those same size little blocks, but you put them with a unit to denote that that's a special unit. So it'll be like, Alexander's big, personal guard or something like that. Yeah. And in the special rules, it'll tell you what they can do. They can ford rivers that other units can't. It's different stuff like that. Yeah. And it's just cool. It adds like an extra little element to that.
Yeah, more of a team. Almost like, Samurai Battles, we had gotten that expansion so quickly, we were able to add
Ninja
them in.
Attack.
And it had a few more different types of people, which was so weird. All of those big, I can't think of the name, the big Russian company.
Zvezda.
Yeah, Zvezda Games. They have all of the expansion parts listed on the base. Like, you get the base game, all the expansion guys were listed on the roster of teams, like what all your powers are, but they weren't in the box.
Strange, huh?
Yeah.
Ancients kind of does that too. If you look at the unit book that tells you, attack and movement and stuff like that, it'll have things that aren't out yet or that aren't in that set.
Yeah, that's true. They do have that. I guess it's just so you don't have to keep up with different, but they all do come with those, don't they? Each expansion comes with its own, so it's just
the last one we played, you were actually playing the Romans from the base game, and I was playing Persians or somebody from the expansion, and so you were having to use the unit book from the first one, and I was using the one from the expansion.
It's just totally crazy how some of that stuff
gets
designed.
So this is the scenarios we played have all been really cool. The historical background's always fun to read. But I would say with this expansion, so if people don't know what Commands and Colors is, so you've got cards called command cards, and the board is broken up into, you put your miniatures out in Samurai Battles or your blocks out. These are blocks. It's not like an actual block war game where they're only facing you, so it's Fog of War. This is they're stickered on both sides, which is even more of a pain in the butt.
More stickers, double the stickers.
Both sides. So, you've got your blocks out there, and they're your units. So in small, medium, and large units, any foot soldier or foot units, they've got 4 blocks per unit. Yeah. And once you take all those out, you get a victory banner. Mounted units, they get 3. Elephant units and camel units, stuff like that, get 2. Mm-hmm. And your
chariots get 2 or 3.
Yeah. And what about your...
Oh, the war machines get 2 as well, but they're
right.
smaller block.
That's right, yeah. And so you have your units out there, and then you're playing cards. The board's split up into 3 sections, left, right, and center. My left, right, and center is different than yours.
Yeah.
And
my
you
left
play
is
a
your
card.
right. And
So you've got directional cards. I forget what they're called. You've got leadership cards, section cards, and then just, other cards.
Yeah.
And so say you play a section card. It'll say something like command 3 units center.
Yeah.
So I play that, and then I have to go through and say, this unit is going to move 1 and attack. So since they're moving, they attack with 1 less die. If they stayed there and attacked, they would have to have the distance, but they could attack with 2. So each unit has its own stuff going on.
Yeah.
Every single one. So you would name all the 3 things you're going to do. This unit's just going to move up 1. This unit's going to move up and do close combat. This unit's going to move up and fire over at this unit. And you can move your things in from the center to the left, to the right, and plan for something in the future too.
Yeah.
And then once you get there, you look at the number of dice you're supposed to roll, and you roll those dice, and each unit is light is circle, and they're usually the ranged weapons too. Medium is triangles, and heavy is squares.
Yes.
So you roll the dice, and if one of those symbols come up, you get 1 unit or 1 block from that unit, right?
1 kill.
Yeah. If a leader symbol comes up and there's a leader in that unit that you're trying to fight, you roll the dice again, and if you get the leader symbol, that leader's dead.
Yeah.
So they don't get the benefit of having that leader, which actually gives them like ignore 1 flag. So the flag actually is a retreat flag, and they have to retreat.
Move backwards or sacrifice units if they're unable to, if they're blocked.
Yeah,
or if
that's
they're
right.
Somehow.
And the only other thing is a sword symbol, and the sword symbol is if you're doing close combat, it counts as a kill as well.
Yeah.
Just a general kill.
With everything but the weakest units, like most of the weaker range units can't use the sword symbol.
Yeah, that's right. The ranged units, because they wouldn't be flailing swords around. They're still probably
Yeah.
And that's pretty much how Commands and Colors Ancients plays. It's pretty much how Samurai Battles plays, except it's got the extra,
Honor and
things
Fortune
going on, the dragon cards too. But man, I still really love this game. I mean, this expansion we were talking about, if it just came with its own set of cards, you could pretty much carry it around by itself.
Yeah.
And just use it as a base game.
Mm-hmm. I can imagine like a giant table set up with a huge battle. I mean, not a historical battle, but just like everybody, like, all right, I'm going to take the hoplites from the 3rd expansion, and then just picking your army and making a giant crazy battle with.
Yeah,
this.
that would be cool too. I mean, there's actually no reason. This is a scenario-based game, but there's no reason you couldn't set up your own scenario.
Yeah,
we've never tried that with the game.
I bet somebody has some kind of point system or something online.
But I really like all the scenarios in here. I've gone through the book a lot by myself and just kind of read the stuff. And, they've got some that kind of one leads into the next scenario, kind of like they do in Samurai Battles in the first one. Those are always really cool.
Yeah.
Samurai Battles, it's really heavy on that. They've got like one that's like 5 different scenarios are all part of the same battle.
Yeah.
But it's just different pieces of it,
Yeah.
But man, I would say with this expansion, we played a lot of Commands and Colors. Not as much as some people have played, because we haven't played Napoleonics, we haven't played Battle Lore, we have only played Memoir 44 once, but we played a lot of Samurai Battles, a lot of Ancients. And I would say finally, and I just love this system.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just beautiful, right? I mean, I don't ever not have fun playing this game, ever.
Yeah.
And I would say we are finally getting to the point where we're really doing some really strategic planning.
Yeah.
When we started playing this game, we would kind of just, I'm playing this card because I would like to do this. I'd like to attack with this unit. We've started really
planning it.
Yeah. And I mean, I've noticed here lately that our games are going quicker because we're taking out more full units because we're really planning strategy against them.
Yeah.
Used to, we would take out so many different pieces of units.
One here, one there.
Yeah. Man, I really like the way we're both kind of, learning this game together, because I don't think either of us, maybe once or twice only, have ever played this game without the other one.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool to like learn the system together. And
yeah, there's still a couple things we could.
Oh man, yeah. We've got this problem with this game because we play it sometimes once a month or 2 months, most of the time once every 3 months or so.
Yeah, but like the main problem is exasperated by the us playing so many samurai battles first because it wasn't present. Mm-hmm. This particular thing isn't present in that, and it's different.
And that is evasion.
Yeah, evasion, and we never use another thing. We use leader evasion, but we don't use regular unit evasion is in commands. I mean, in Ancients. And I feel like
the other thing we forget is gaining ground.
Yeah, battling back or gaining ground.
It's called gaining ground in Samurai Battles. It's called something
momentum
else.
Advance.
Yeah, that's right.
Ancients.
Battling back, we try to remember because it's a fun thing to do.
Yeah, we usually do the first like two. What it is like you do a turn, I do a turn, you do a turn, I do a turn, and then one of us says we haven't been battling back, and then we start it from the rest of the game.
It was almost the end of the game, and I said like, oh, shouldn't we be like gaining ground too? Yeah, pretty much. So when you make someone retreat, you can run up to them again and attack again, essentially.
Yeah.
Battling back is when you do close combat against somebody. As long as they don't retreat, they get to battle back against you. So if you come up to somebody and you roll 2 dice against their heavy unit with your small unit or your medium unit, and you don't hit anything and you don't make them retreat, then man, they're coming at you with 5 dice. I mean, you can take out a unit that's trying to attack you.
Yeah.
So what's cool about it, you know? I mean, it's not just like I'm coming up, I'm rolling dice. The cards give you just excellent strategic gameplay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's random and the cards you're drawing, right? But I mean, there'll be cool special rules like, you know, this side gets 5 cards until turn whatever, and then they get this many. You know, some units have some really cool stuff. Like there's that one cool heavy unit. From the Persian side or the blue side, whatever they're playing, where they have this thing where they roll 4 dice until they lose one block out of
That's
the unit.
That's right. The warrior. They're the warrior units.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, each one, it's just cool to learn all this different stuff. I mean, and the more and more you play, the more you just know it, but there's so much in the book.
The game.
Yeah, for sure. And I say we're both getting much, much better at the game.
Yeah.
But Greece and the Eastern Kingdoms is the first expansion we've played. I'm going to start stickering the next one, which I can't even remember what it is. But I'm really excited to play this game forever, man.
Yeah.
I really wish that, you know, in the future when maybe we're not doing a show like this or something, this would be a game I would want to get together every week and play.
That would be an awesome weekly game or a campaign type game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would love to play every single scenario from Ancients and Samurai Battles.
Dude,
I would love it.
Yeah, I can see this, like, if we did that and got it set up where we could play like that, I can see something cool coming out of it, like you making a scenario. Like, basically, you could do anything, like not historical, like you could do a fantasy thing.
Yeah, or a Viking or
you could
cool
do anything,
like
and you know.
But I really want to...
almost like a role-playing, like a game out of it.
Yeah, I'm less interested in Memoir 44 than I am in, say, playing Napoleonics. And Battle Lore doesn't seem as to have the stuff that I really love.
There's a lot of Battle Lore expansions in the Gen Con stuff, too.
Yeah, because, I mean, Battle Lore 2nd Edition, they're finally coming out with all the expansions for the 2nd Edition, too. But the one I'm excited about is the Great War that's not out yet. The Kickstarter happened at the beginning of this year. It's World War I Commands and Colors. So Commands and Colors is such a good system. You know, there's very few people, there's hardly any reviews out there of samurai battles, and you just don't, it doesn't get talked about. And it's strange because every other Commands and Colors game is so popular. Battle Lore, Ancients, Memoir 44 are all so popular. Napoleonics, not quite as much, but I guess just because the subject matter isn't as, you know.
Maybe Zvezda is a little bit too focused into that miniatures market for a lot of
That's what
people.
It is. I think people just aren't willing to put together those miniatures.
I mean, because think about like a tile game, Memoir 44, or the one we've been playing, Ancients, still pretty complex to do blocks, stickering, but once they're done, they're done.
Or Memoir 44 and Battle Lore are actual miniatures that are already put together. I mean, they're just, you know, little army men, essentially.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, Battle Cry is the one we haven't been talking about.
Battle Cry.
I've got it, but we haven't played it. It's a Civil War version.
Yeah.
And I've got the older version. I don't have the 150th anniversary edition of that, but I got that at a flea market at a convention. But, yeah, man, I want to play that one, too, for sure. And it's got the little miniatures as well. But, yeah, I mean, putting together those miniatures, I mean, I put together a few with you, and I just, man, I could imagine not wanting to do that.
I mean, it's a thing, like, I've discovered, I've been recently doing these, you know, painting those bottles. And it's really very, it was always a kind of a therapeutic thing for me, but I've recently been able to really get where I can get some coordination and detail going, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it reminds me I need to get that Battle from Moscow, and I'll start putting those together.
Yeah, we've got another game from Zvezda called Battle for Moscow, and it's an Art of Tactic game, which we got to learn how to play Art of Tactic.
Yeah.
Samurai Battles comes with actually 2 games. You put together the miniatures, and you have a
and
Commands
that may
and
be
Colors
another
game.
part of it kind of looks confusing how it says Commands and Colors Art of Tactic. You may think, is it both, or is it, because it seems hard to make it both, but it is.
It is, yeah. It just comes with the rule books for both and the scenario books for both, and
yeah.
it's hex based. It's got hexes, right? Oh, they're all hex based. They all have hexes.
Yeah.
But there's something different about it that I can't remember. Is it come in 3 boards instead of? Yeah, the 3 boards are separate. It's not a board that folds.
Oh,
it's 3 separate.
Samurai Battles?
Yeah, Samurai Battles.
Yeah, it has something.
It's got the left, right, and center boards in the box.
Yeah,
is what it is. That's what I was thinking of. But yeah, man.
No, it's one of those. It's not a solid piece. It's one of those slit folded where it has the. You got to unfold it the right way or it tears.
That's right.
I think that.
The first expansion for Commands and Colors Ancients, I would say, is a success. But I mean, I don't know. We
still just dipped our toe into it.
Yeah, I don't know how it couldn't have been. You know,
yeah.
I mean, like you said, we played 5 or 6 of the scenarios out of 20. I think once you played 20 scenarios, does that mean you know the whole game really well? I don't know, because I mean, there's so many rules. I mean,
yeah, maybe not.
The thing is, I mean, we just reference. I mean, this game has a lot of rules referencing, but we never actually like really read the rule book from the beginning because we knew how to play. I mean, we felt like we could flip to a scenario and start playing.
Yeah.
And then when you have a question about the new units,
we just check
go
it out.
Look at the rule book. You know, so man, I would love just a multi-page, unit book to come out that's got it for every single expansion in the base game.
So you could just look at the picture on your unit and look in the book and see, oh, there it is. Boom, this is that. There it is.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Clear as day.
Yeah, and always looking across that spreadsheet.
So messy. It's so messy. It's like, who designed this?
But it's still fun, right? I mean,
it is so much fun.
We have fun every time. Like I said, I've never not had fun playing Commands and Colors.